And we are officially live, everybody. Welcome back to another Monday Night Raw live stream. The first Raw live stream of the new year. Pretty much a lot of things are going to be happening on Monday Night Raw tonight. We have the World Heavyweight Championship being defended when CM Punk takes on none other than Bron Breakker. Will Bron Breakker become the new World Heavyweight Champion? We have the women's tag team titles being defended. We also have Liv Morgan in a return match. And everything like that. So we have some really interesting things that are going to be taking place on Monday Night Raw tonight. Will we see the debut or the return, I should say, of Chris Jericho? So it's a lot to really take in here tonight as Monday Night Raw, trying to pretty much start off the new year in a really, really interesting way. Now, my question to you guys, what are you looking forward to here on Monday Night Raw here tonight? What is something that has your attention? What are you looking forward to? What moments would you like to see happen here tonight on Monday Night Raw? I see everybody in the chat starting to come in. Oracular fan, I see you. Katie, appreciate you for stopping through as well. Hope you are having an amazing Monday night. Hey, I appreciate the follow over on Twitch, as they are from the Barclays Center. Now, I feel like they might do some interesting stuff. Tyrese Morris, I appreciate the sub. I know that the whole theme is Stranger Things and everything like that. What do you guys think about the Stranger Things theme? Or do you going to see some wrestlers have Stranger things like type gear? What do you guys think? Yo, what's good here? These thoughts. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Hope you are having an amazing Monday night. I just don't care if Rollins returns for Braun Breaker. I don't even care if Jericho returns. If Roman returns and Seth returns, we may be on the road to Seth versus Roman at Mania 42. Honestly, do think I would love to see that happen. But however, I just feel like with everything that's happening right now, I do feel as if they're probably going to say that for later down the line. Do you feel like Raquel is going to cause Liv the match, Leo? And do you watch Stranger? I watch Stranger Things. I'm not very thrilled by the ending. I will say that much. I will say that at the very least, I'm not thrilled. But I do think it's a possibility that we do see um, Raquel probably get involved here. But I just don't really care to see that. I just feel like you having her come back is a big deal, and I think it would be a disservice to have her lose in her first time coming back. I feel like so. I do think she needs to get the win here, and it's no disrespect to like Lyra, but I do think with her being back, it is going to be a big deal. So why not have her actually win here? How do you guys feel about the opening to Monday Night Raw and the presentation? Not gonna lie, I don't like the stage and presentation. I mean, it's only for like one night only, so it's not like it's a permanent thing or anything. So it's not really much to really go home about. But oh, we're starting with the tag team titles. How y'all feel about that, chat? How do you guys feel about the tag team matches kicking off the show? And do you guys think we'll crown new tag team champions? I honestly think so. It's no disrespect to the Kabuki Warriors, but they have not been doing them any favors by having them lose. Seems like every match for whatever reason. Brutality. Finally, there you are using fireworks. It's about time. It makes the show more entertaining. There's no tag team division to put a women's tag team. I mean, I feel like the women's tag team division as a whole, I feel like it's been getting a lot more love than the men's. If you want to be honest, because it seems like the men's division is just like non-existent. If you want me to be honest with you, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's non-existent. I would be very surprised if Kabuki Warriors retains, though. I will say that much. But they've been losing a lot lately, so it's kind of hard for me to buy into them right now, to be honest with you. But who y'all got winning this match, chat? One in the chat for Kabuki Warriors, two in the chats for new tag team champions. I'm on for whatever reason. I feel like we're getting two title changes tonight, or at least could we see two or three title changes tonight potentially? Because I feel like the women's tag titles are going to change hands, unless it's going to be a shocking thing where they don't. But I also think the women's intercontinental title is going to change hands, and Maxine's going to lose it to Becky, so they can do Becky and AJ at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship. And I also feel like the World Championship might change hands too. So I feel like we might be potentially seeing a lot of title changes. And if that's the case, then I don't potentially see any more title changes until WrestleMania. But I also been seeing potentially a I don't know if it's gonna happen here, but maybe we could set things up for a potential heel turn for Io, where she ends up turning on Rhea Ripley, and that leads to like their feud where Rhea gets the upper hand and finally gets a win. You're on the YouTube Kids section. What you mean? What you mean? I'm on the YouTube Kids section. What do you mean? I'm not in the kids section. What do you mean? Like mine's is recommended for what for Twitch or YouTube? It can't be right. It shouldn't be. Hold on, let me look into that right now. Okay, I see it. I see it. Thanks for thanks for letting me know about that. Cause usually I don't have like my streams or videos set to that. I appreciate you, Oracle fan. See, you're locked in tonight. Cause I wouldn't have guessed that if you didn't call it out. Okay, so we should be good now. We should be good now. Okay, try it again, Oracle fan, and see if that works. I'll send you a screenshot on Instagram. I mean I just finished. I fixed it. I think. Do y'all think based on reports that potentially um do you guys think that Tommaso was gonna leave the WWE? Do you think he's gonna leave for real? Or do you think this might be like part of a bigger storyline where he does come back and maybe a potential bigger way? I don't I don't really have too many thoughts and opinions on it right now. But I will I mean, don't get it twisted. If that means we're getting Johnny Gargano as a singles competitor, fine. But I would much rather them, tell a story where he goes back to being a singles competitor rather than, unforeseen circumstances being the reason he has to go back to being a singles competitor because Tommaso Ciampa pretty much leaves the WWE. Because he's been there for a while, so it's just like it would kind of suck to see him go. Honestly, if you want me to be honest with you. Okay, we back. Fat. Okay, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. We back. Let me see here. Let me double check something real quick.
Stranger Things edition of Monday Night Raw. Oh, and a knee by Asuka. I mentioned earlier, Corey, I got your opinion on the Kabuki Warriors and what they would need to do to keep the titles. How do Rhea and Io win the titles tonight?
If I'm Rhea and Io, I'm focusing most of my attacks to the best of my ability on Asuka. You can't really deny that Asuka's the shot caller of her team. Kairi always follows suit, but it's Asuka who's driving the bus and who you need to derail if you want to win the gold.
And Ripley now. Oh, man! That cannonball again, and this time Kairi pulled Asuka out of harm's way.
Might I add, don't take unnecessary risks.
And Ripley driven into the barricade. The Kabuki Warriors have now taken over. Asuka's the strange bird. Let's take another look.
Rhea went to the well once too often. Connected on the last cannonball attempt, failed on that one. That could be the tide turner the Kabuki Warriors were waiting for.
Yeah, so dangerous when they can take control of the match, isolate their opponent like they're doing here. Kairi Sane to the second rope now. Double team coming. Big kick by Sane. And Kairi now got a 5 count before she has to break.
Figure 4 choke applied Sane now perched on the top turnbuckle.
Oh, and a big forearm driving Rhea Ripley to the mat. Covered out by Kyrie.
Uh-oh.
Retain the tag team gold, and Rhea kicks.
Not going to question the strategy of Kyrie Sane to apply a pin like she just did. When you're dealing with someone as strong as Rhea Ripley, you need to put as much of your weight across her shoulders as physically possible. You can't get cute when you're dealing with Rhea Ripley.
It is quite the night here tonight on Monday Night Raw.
I was about to say, what just came across my screen? But I forgot it's like one of the effects for like the Stranger Things tonight.
Bulldog, and Kyrie follows it up with a basement drop kick. Also tonight, Punk
To retain.
and a kick out. Punk
Yeah, that World Heavyweight Championship match is definitely main eventing. It's got a main event.
main event, the biggest
I don't see anything else main eventing besides the World Heavyweight Championship match.
now Asuka talking trash and slapping at Rhea.
Ooh.
Fighting back as
She just slapped Asuka.
Doing her best to frustrate Rhea. Seems to be working fairly well at the moment.
back to Kyrie.
Sane once again on the top turnbuckle.
Headbutt by Ripley. Kyrie saying, there's the power of the Eradicator. And the follow-away
Kyrie Sane just a pincushion at this point. It's like she just goes and targets Rhea Ripley and she just gets stopped in the tracks every single time.
fade. Here comes Io. Tag to Asuka. And Asuka and Io go at it.
Now we got Asuka and Io going at it. Come on, Triple H, give me something so I forget what happened in Steelers and Baltimore's game. Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately.
Hashi, who just celebrated his retirement.
And now, oh, Kyrie misses wildly.
I honestly thought that the Baltimore Ravens were going to win, if you want to be honest.
Gonna go to the sky.
I'm not like a fan of the Baltimore Ravens or anything, but I actually thought they were going to win.
Io now missile drop kick takes out both the Kabuki
Honestly did.
Warriors.
Honestly thought they were going to win.
You know, we mentioned this, Corey, on Friday night. Io Sky undefeated over the last 13 months in tag team action.
Granted, I didn't have money on it, so it's not too big of a deal, but still.
Will capitalize on every opening, no matter how slight. Here comes a bullet train.
Nope, Asuka gonna
Ooh.
intercept and dump Sky out to the apron.
Hey, watch the hair. Leo, do you think Chris Jericho is returning as a babyface or heel?
Watch the hair.
Honestly, I mean, he's gonna get a pop regardless if you have him as a heel or face. I would say maybe a babyface, but if he does come back in the World Heavyweight Championship like picture, or at least like in the main event, then I can see it being a heel. I know some people were throwing out the idea maybe we do get Montez Ford being part of the Vision. I can see them doing that, or maybe it's another secret agent for Seth Rollins on side of Austin Theory. I could see them doing that if you're trying to position him as a singles competitor, but I don't know. I think that's more of a stretch of anything. So, but to answer your question, I do kind of think it's probably going to be more of him in a heel role.
It's the new OM cheeseburger from Applebee's. Our juicy bacon cheeseburger served on a skillet of cheesy deliciousness. Too much cheese? Never. Applebee's new OM cheeseburger for $11.99. Also on our 2 for $25 menu. In 4 days. Oh my God, let's go. The fight for survival begins.
Is that a storm?
That's not a storm. Grab onto something! Greenland 2 Migration, rated PG-13. Deep down.
When I heard that this kicker is a rookie, we all felt the same feeling he will miss. Unfortunately, he did. I think y'all learned your lesson, unfortunately, there. And it's not like to throw shade at the team, but your team had to learn a lesson. Don't use your rookie in a win or lose situation like that. Like, that is a big moment that your team needs to capitalize on, right? And the fact that you put a rookie who is not really familiar with this type of pressure, and he folded, unfortunately. And it costed his team the win. Now, hopefully, we'll see where things progress and everything, but I just feel like that was kind of a bad move on their part, putting him in a position like that where his chances of whether he was going to win the game for y'all or lose the game, it was kind of in the middle, but with him not really having that experience, that kind of plays into the downfall of the Baltimore Ravens winning that.
Need a new tune?
Let me talk to you. Snap it to a Slim Jim.
Get savage.
Down to the spice. Unacceptable. Yeah.
You excitement never knew it, Slim Jim. Oh, yeah.
spicy chicken bacon ranch is looking hot. Is that drizzled with? Ooh, fire. Mix and match medium specialty pizzas for $9.99. Only at Limo.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Sometimes the universe shows you a sign. Lucky you, your future's on its way. Even when you're not looking, it finds you. So go on. All you gotta do is ask.
And Kairi Sane now has Io Sky in that anchor submission that she's used in the past. Kairi Sane trying to get Io Sky. Wait a minute. Io
That did not look good.
stopped in the midsection. And now a chance to
If it was up to me, I'd go Seth after carrying WWE in 2025.
Have enough in her tank to make the tag to the Eradicator. Rhea
Possibly.
Ripley won.
Yeah. You got a point. You got a point there.
Io inches away.
Oh, Rhea's back in. You know that the shit that's definitely changed in this match.
Ripley with a couple of clotheslines. Rhea Ripley taking matters into her own hands.
Oh,
Kyrie got caught. Big boot under the chin.
Rhea planting Kyrie face first.
with the face plant.
Ripley now full head of steam with a drop kick. Now Asuka
Oh,
into a boot.
she just hit her with the big boot.
Rhea Ripley like a one-woman army right now.
Kyrie may be out. Rhea Ripley says this is it.
Hoisting Kyrie.
Tag. Razor's edge position for Rhea Ripley.
Oh, Razor's Edge.
Legal
I haven't really seen her use a Razor's Edge like that before, like that.
from the top rope. Missile drop kick. Cover. I thought she was going to go for the cover. She does.
1, 2, kick out. Wait. Was that a botch?
Close was that?
It sounded like the ref counted 3 for a split second, but I don't know if it fully
We see the missile
was a 3 count.
right to the heart of Kyrie Sane. Io scrambling for a cover. This momentary hesitation may have saved the goal for the Kabuki Warriors. Kyrie had the presence of mind to try to turtle up to prevent the cover from happening, but this is about to be even worse.
Rhea with a riptide. She's legal.
Uh-oh.
Asuka from behind.
Oh, no.
Rhea and Io Sky. What a veteran move and a code breaker by Asuka. What a veteran move by Asuka to save the titles.
Cover by Sane.
1, 2, kick out.
Kicks out at 2.
Bro, if that match ended like that, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, it gave Kabuki Warriors a big win, but I feel like the damage, like I already said, it's been done already. Considering that they've been losing many times at this point.
In Brooklyn. Asuka begging for a tag.
Asuka, arguably the freshest competitor in this matchup, now legal for the Kabuki
Oh,
And a sliding knee by Asuka. Covered out. To try to retain again. Rhea kicks out at 2. Just notice the intensity and how it picks up when Asuka comes in the ring.
Many reasons
Ooh.
why he has dominated WWE.
she's stiff with it.
The Empress of Tomorrow. That's it.
No, caught.
Oh,
Caught Rhea.
Ankle lock.
Lock here. Into a German suplex.
wait, what did she just say? What did Rhea just say?
We got dumped high on the back of her neck. Here comes
What did Rhea just say?
That spinning heel kick connects to Ripley and out. Kyrie Sane legal. Double team by the Kabuki Warriors cover to retain the tag team gold. And Rhea did
That was a 2.99 late kick out. Kyrie thought she was Roman Reigns. Now for her, she was trying to embrace the inner Roman Reigns that she does not have.
frequent tags. Asuka legal.
As much as Rhea can take, the Kabuki Warriors are happy to keep delivering punishment. This could be the end.
Double team coming to
Oh,
cover by Asuka.
1, 2. Oh, kick out the last possible second. Break it up. Suplex.
German suplex delivered. Io out to the corner. Rhea Ripley now going to try to drag herself into position for a tag. Makes the tag. Io Sky's legal. And Io now goes to
Oh, that's what she said.
bad back at all. Asuka rolls her up though. Is it enough? Io's got to kick
Ooh.
out at 2. Backslide by Asuka.
1, 2.
Io again kicks out. Standing switch by Asuka. Looking for a German suplex. Roll through now by Sky.
Oh,
To the midsection.
straight to the midsection.
Wind out of Asuka's body. What's Io thinking next?
Bullet train attack.
I ain't gonna lie. Io Sky is stiff with the knees. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ripley.
She's definitely stiff with the knees.
To compose herself. Will this do it?
Rhea the legal
Riptide.
with a riptide.
That might be it.
Moonsault.
And going for a dive too. 1, 2. And they are the new tag team champions.
What a way to kick off Monday Night Raw tonight. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky win the tag team gold.
What a battle it was to kick off the new year with gold on the line. Here we see the Kabuki Warriors delivering the maneuver that has brought them so much success. But Io Sky prevented the match from ending. And just when it seemed like Rhea and Io's championship hopes had been banished into the abyss, a rally from another world. Riptide followed by the over-the-moon salt. A little insurance to take out Kyrie on the outside. Mommy scrambles for the pin. And new.
Io Sky wins her third tag team title tonight. Rhea Ripley wins her second. I told you strange things were going to happen tonight. Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Ringside. Michael Cole and Corey Graves here tonight. Congratulations to the new tag team champions, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. It's going to get weird, I think.
I hope so. It's better. We came here for Stranger Things night on Monday Night Raw. I wanted to get as weird as possible.
Are you ready for our main event? Punk Breaker for the world title tonight.
This title is validation. I came here to make money and be champion. And now I am that.
I want to be a fighting champion. Anybody who deserves it, get in line because the champ
Is on the line tonight. CM Punk, the best in the world,
I
defending
don't
against
think
the young man.
there's that. I don't think that means Liv and Roxanne are going after the titles right now.
Championship in
I just still feel like it's still gonna be something else that's gonna happen potentially, in my personal opinion.
How you acted afterwards. The disrespect. How much you seem to enjoy it. So look, you do what you want. But it's a huge night. Go out there, talk from the heart, get it all off your chest. My advice to you, mix in a little respect. It goes a long way. Respect? Yeah, respect.
We know Gunther has absolutely no respect. I mean, I kind of agree, Eric fan. I guess it kind of takes a little bit out of takes a little bit of the excitement because they this whole build up they were literally just having literally the Kabuki Wars look inferior. Like they just looked like completely jokes out there. Like they didn't belong out there. If you want to be honest, like the way they've been building up this feud, they haven't really had them stand tall or anything. They really haven't. And he still got this shirt, bro. Bro, I get it. I get it. I get it. He's playing his role as a heel. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna say too much about it. New tag team champs. I mean, I kind of felt. Here's my thing, Youngblood. I feel like I don't have a problem with them being tag team champions because it also kind of just feeds in my narrative. Like, okay, we're doing something finally different with Rhea Ripley, with her not really being in the world title scene right now, which I'm really honestly enjoying. And it's not like no disrespect or anything like that to Rhea Ripley. I understand she's one of the most popular people in the company, but I'm happy that they're doing something different with her. But the thing is, my only issue is the way they built up this feud going into this match. They pretty much just had the Kabuki Warriors looking like jokes out there where they didn't feel like they belonged. They really didn't even stand tall much at all, if you want to be honest. Pretty much Rhea and Io been dominating them from War Games to Crown Jewel to even now and even in previous weeks as well. I don't feel like we've seen the Kabuki Warriors stand tall at least once. I think it's probably at least a once or twice. And that's not a good thing. If you're trying to take them serious as this credible tag team, this unbeatable tag team, it's just this is not how you honestly should go about it. Yeah, the fans loving this pairing, so it's obvious they were gonna. Yeah, they love them, so they were gonna give them the win. They were gonna give him the win. I feel like it was just kind of one of those things. Sucks for Oscar and Kari. They though they lost almost every match. That's what I'm saying. That's my only problem with that. My only biggest problem with them doing that is that they didn't really allow the Kabuki Warriors to stand tall on different occasions. And I feel like if they would have balanced it out a little bit more and allowed the Kabuki Warriors to be a little bit more dominant and everything, okay, now we're talking. Oh, we got Finn Balor. Hey, I'm watching What's Your Story this available Thursday. We got Liv Morgan on the show. Hey, finally, I might actually watch some of these shows. We got Finn Balor and
That's all I'm gonna say.
we got Finn Balor and Liv.
She's definitely stiff with the knees.
Hey, should we stream that, chat? Should we stream that? It's on Thursday. Should we stream that, chat? Yo, Leo had to get a new phone and create new YouTube. Hey, Scott, I haven't seen you in a minute. Hope you're all is well with you. And we might have to stream that on Thursday, chat. They got Finn Balor on the Cody Rhodes podcast, and they got Liv Morgan on the Stephanie McMahon podcast. Hey, I might have to tune in. To the Stephanie McMahon podcast since they got Liv Morgan on there. What y'all think, chat? Should we stream that? The Cody Rhodes, what do you want to talk about, is breaking more kayfabe than the WWE Unreal. I'm not surprised if you want me to be honest with you. They I don't know. I haven't really, I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I haven't really seen it in its entirety. Everything is cool. Just subscribe to your channel. Hey, appreciate the subscription, Scott. I appreciate that.
To show a little bit of respect.
We know you don't have respect, Gunther. It's okay. We understand. We understand. They ain't letting it go that you tapped out. I'm just letting it be known now. I'm letting it be known now. You ain't escaping those allegations, buddy. You ain't escaping those allegations, buddy.
But what about some respect for me?
Well, I respect you, Gunther. Whatever people may think or say about you, I respect you.
He said he would never do. Respect for the man that made John Cena tap out like a little.
Oh, he said, oh no. He said, oh, they don't want no. We ain't doing this. A little over a month till Scream? Absolutely. Hey, I'm looking forward to going and seeing that.
Has made it pretty clear in the past few weeks that he doesn't respect the way that Gunther's handled this whole John Cena thing.
Do you guys think we're getting this at Saturday Night Main Event potentially? Because they're trying to build that card up, I feel like, right? They're definitely trying to build that card up. Hey, I'm ready for this match. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, chat. I'm looking forward to this match. These two are gonna cook in the ring. They're gonna cook in the ring.
If you are here to tell me about respect, AJ, you are punching above your weight.
Wait, what? Punching above your weight? What does that even mean?
You and I both know.
Can somebody explain to me what that means? AJ versus Gunther is gonna be. I wonder if they're gonna, tease this Oracular fan and then do this maybe like later in the year. But it's like I feel like they're gonna give him an actual run. I feel like they should give him an actual run. No. What do you think of the ambulance match on Friday? I mean, it was decent. I mean, don't get it twisted. I mean, I'm just glad the feud's finally over with. Let's be honest about that. I just wanted that to be be said. They just he not even letting AJ talk at all. He just saying like, you ain't finna say nothing. I'm just gonna talk over you. Is pretty much what he's saying.
What is little AJ gonna do about it?
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, he said you ain't gonna do nothing. He telling Gunther to your face, you ain't finna do it. You ain't about it. Come on, Gunther, back up that talk. Back up that talk.
That's what I thought. Nothing.
Oh, he knocked the mic out his hand. Oh, he's on one. He's definitely on one, chat. He's definitely on one, chat. He's definitely on one, chat.
Combustible situation between these two. AJ Styles, Corey, a man who completely respects John Cena. Great rivalry they had over the years, and does not like the way Gunther's going about things.
I mean, I said as AJ Styles was walking out to the ring, do something about it. If you
When is Liv, Finn, and AJ going to reunite? I feel like they're probably going to reunite maybe this year. If they end up doing whatever, how they end up doing the Judgment storyline, how things split, then maybe I could see them doing that.
Just like Becky Lynch. She's made no friends. Complaining, she's bitter, she's jealous, she's got all these conspiracy theories. But tonight she has an opportunity.
Does Becky win back the Intercontinental Championship, or do you guys think AJ Lee is going to get involved again?
I would not be standing in this ring with this title on my shoulder if it wasn't for the WWE Universe.
The next person, Gunther. I mean, I feel like it's going to be him, but I was going to say, like, my thing is, though, Oracle fan, if I want to see more matches before we get to that, though. Like, I want to see him and Finn have another match and have a feud, potentially. I honestly do. I want to see him face other people. I want to see him face a Javon Evans. I want to see him face a Finn Balor. Maybe a JD McDonough or something like that. Maybe putting him up against other talent before he does go up against Gunther. You know what I mean? That's my only thing with that. I'm not saying Gunther won't retire AJ, because I feel like that's what they're definitely teasing and what they're alluding towards. I just feel like maybe before we get to that, maybe you have other stories that you tell before. SmackDown coming here next month, but I ain't paying $84 for a nosebleed. Maxi's probably dropping the title tonight, I feel like. Yeah, because I feel like they're going to want to do Becky and AJ Lee for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania.
Sucker punch by Becky Lynch. Ankle lock on Becky. Maxine's got it locked in. Maxine defends the Intercontinental title against Lynch.
Now we're getting the Intercontinental title. I thought they would space these out, though. Unless they're going to give the main event a lot of time, which I feel like they probably will. They already blew their load back in 2022 War Games when we had AJ. Yeah, but I just want to see one more match. And maybe the reason why I say Iraqi fan, why I want to see one more match is I just want to see them actually just have one more match, like one-on-one, where there is no Judgment Day shenanigans. Like, let these two actually go out there and tell a story in the ring.
And the former Intercontinental Champion, Big Time Bex, against the...
That's my only thing with that. But it's a possibility we could get different things happening, but I don't know. I have no clue. I'm just a fan trying to predict just as much as the next person. So Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, he said you ain't gonna do nothing. He telling Gunther to your face, you ain't. They told the story in 2022, but I mean, granted they did, but let's be real, Radcliffe. And was it really the way they should have did it? That's my only thing with that. I want Demon Balor return. I actually feel like we're probably gonna get Demon Balor returning potentially at WrestleMania. That might be like a stretch, but I think that's just like one of my bold predictions right now. Have him come out as the Demon at WrestleMania. It would be something, honestly, that I can buy into. It'll be something that I think the fans would definitely want. I would say give him his old presentation back when he was, like an NXT when he showed up in NXT a couple weeks back. Give him that type of presentation. If we can get a presentation like that, then I think we're definitely onto something. We're definitely onto something. But do you think they'll like have him come back as a demon potentially if they're gonna have him face Dominic at WrestleMania? Because I feel like that still might be the plan. This is why some dream feuds are better off staying a dream feud. I mean, there's definitely you definitely not wrong there. There's definitely instances where some dream matches stay dream matches for the simple fact that a lot of people have these expectations, and I'll be honest, and I might be in the minority that do the same thing where I want to see these dream matches when we do get them. They be very underwhelming. I think a prime example of that was the AJ Styles and Shinsuke feud. I think a lot of people went into that feud thinking it was going to be like this Wrestle Kingdom greatest of all time type match, and people had these expectations going in, only for them to not really deliver on that. And I feel like it also didn't do any favors just for the simple fact that WrestleMania was very long. This is before we got the 2-night spectacle when they were having these long shows, and at the time that match was very late in the show where people really were tired and they didn't really have a lot of energy. Now, if this would have potentially started off the WrestleMania card or pay per view, I think I think the expectations, or at least the way it's viewed, will be a little bit different. Now, my plan currently for Rumble right now is to try to start the stream like 30 minutes before, so like during like the pre-show. That way we can all pretty much chill and before Royal Rumble starts and have like a discussion talking about what's pretty much like the final predictions almost, if that makes sense.
I don't care who wins tonight. I'm not going to the back of the line. Make something happen.
Ivy, as I've said, until we know who the Women's Intercontinental Champion is, it doesn't matter. We have to get through tonight to figure out what happens on the other side.
Is there a possibility? I know there was a potential talks of maybe not Maxine, Becky Lynch having like a lackey or a protege. Could Ivy Nile get involved and be like the protege?
I want AJ. Enough of that. You gonna come in here and complain, huh? You gonna come to the boss and complain a little bit about what happened? Come on, me and you. What are you gonna complain? Or are you gonna stand there like a little bitch?
Oh! Oh! Oh!
What's him? Next week. Yeah, AJ. I'm gonna take his head off.
Oh, he said he gonna take his head off. Hey, AJ got that dog in him. AJ got that dog in him. Like, let's not get it twisted. He got that dog in him still. Can they give Maxine like a new theme song? I mean, if the idea that WWE is trying to go with is trying to make her like her own person, can we give her her own theme song? Give her her own identity. Oracle fan, hey, you're getting what you want. You're getting the match before. It's time to lose a championship. I honestly think Maxine's losing tonight, honestly. I'll be very shocked if she retained. Because I feel like they're going to give it to Becky so they can do Becky and AJ at WrestleMania for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. That's honestly what I'm thinking right now. That's honestly what I think they're doing. She's losing. Now, my question to you, Radcliffe, and if we do give the title back to Becky, do you think Becky retains it at WrestleMania against AJ Lee, or do you think AJ Lee ends up taking the title from Becky? Transitional champion? Now, are you saying? Well, I think you're referring to Maxine, but I thought you for a minute you were saying Becky's a transitional champion. I don't know about that, but I will say, even if she does lose, I respect the fact that WWE tried something different. I will say that much. I will say that at the very least. Give the title to Becky. Becky versus AJ at WrestleMania. Yeah, that's what I think the plan is, Raglan fan. That's what I'm actually going with. I honestly feel like Becky's gonna win it back so they can do Becky and AJ, because I feel like before Becky dropped it to Maxine, I actually thought this was going to be the play, but maybe they took the title off of Becky for the time being just so they can extend the feud. Because if they kept the title on Becky, then I feel like they would be in a position to where, in WWE's mind, like, okay, we finally have to go with it. Maybe we can give some time to give another star an opportunity and capitalize on that, even if it is a transitional reign, like you said. But then you could also prolong the feud just a little bit more, because now, with her winning it last year, we're giving it some more time so both Becky and AJ can take some time off for a few weeks. Now we're in the new year, pretty much in full swing to WrestleMania season at this point, because where Rumble is going to be in about, what, 3 weeks at this point? So, yeah. They took the title of Becky just to stack the January 5th episode. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. That's what I'm honestly thinking too. Now my question is, like, because I don't know. If Becky wins the title back, then I just don't see Braun Breaker winning the World Championship, and he ends up winning the Royal Rumble, like we've been saying, a regular fan. Because if Becky wins this, it's gonna be hard for me to see WWE going a full clean sweep of having 3 new champions to start off the new year. I do feel like if Becky wins this, the chances of Braun Breaker winning it goes down. But however, I think he wins the Royal Rumble, and then we can end up having him win, set up his match potentially for WrestleMania at that point. Unless they're gonna have Roman Reigns win the Chamber, but in previous years we haven't really seen Roman Reigns really work the Chamber though. He's worked the Royal Rumble, but not really Elimination Chamber. So I guess that's what they're gonna have to do then. They're gonna have to figure out how you can incorporate him in the Chamber. Yeah, I agree, Marco. I definitely think he's winning the Rumble. If he does not win tonight, he's definitely winning the Rumble, for my personal opinion. Roman's wins Chamber. Yeah, I think that's the route they're gonna go. Is this gonna be? My thing is I want to see that happen, just because I think the last time we seen we seen that was probably him win the chamber was like, no, yeah, Roman won 2018, right? Yeah, that was the one where they had like what 8 people in that one because I think that was Braun, Finn, Miz, Cena, Rollins, Reigns, and Elias. I think those are the people that were in it. I think those are the people that were part of it. I might be wrong.
Combination here and a kick out by Becky at 2. Again, Maxine just a step ahead of Becky Lynch as she delivers the big boot.
And kudos to Maxine. Again, she continues to improve even as a reigning champion, but that's what you've got to do in this day and age in WWE. Especially when you're at the top of the mountain, you realize you are a walking target.
I know if for a fact if she retains, I know Oracle fans can be very upset about that. I will say that much.
The meltdown that's going to happen here in New York.
I shudder to think. Big right hand by Dupree, answered by the challenger Lynch.
Maxine and Becky standing toe-to-toe in the center of the ring. This is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, she tell her to go again.
I don't know what Lynch just unlocked inside Maxine, but it ain't good.
And Maxine with a couple of clotheslines and the Intercontinental Champion now. Switching into a higher gear. Splash in the corner. Nice fisherman suplex. And a kip up by Maxine. And she just goes leaps and bounds every week.
What impresses me the most is Maxine's
Y2 Jake Chance.
focus while still feeding off the energy of the fans.
I feel like if he's gonna show up, he's gonna show up at the end of the show.
This one away.
If he's really showing up, he's showing up at the end of the show. I'm calling it now.
Oh, that'll stun.
Cause you know, with it, I feel like it's gonna be a lot of shenanigans in the main event and everything like that. Jericho just retired. You're pushing 60. You're not wrong, cause I think he's what 55 at this point. I feel like if he's coming back, I don't see him really doing a lot, like in the sense of entering. I mean, I'm really trying to think right now, honestly.
Gonna turn things into an ankle lock here.
And this is what Becky needed.
Because it's like, I don't see him doing world title stuff or anything like that.
Try to make it to the ropes.
Just me being honest.
Cover this thing. Dragging herself to the rope, that'll force a break.
You can see the desperation in the eyes of the man. But a veteran move luring Maxine in. And now Lynch once again from the middle turnbuckle.
The leg drop. Maxine moves out of harm's way. Becky may have hurt her knee. Roll up now by Maxine. Stacks the shoulders. Kick at it too. Maxine again going for the ankle lock.
This is dungeon time for sure. Not releasing the leg after the schoolboy attempt, and now the ankle lock once again cinched in.
And again, Becky Lynch able to counter and try to.
Becky wants the disarmer.
Looking for the disarmer here. Used the armbar earlier. Now Becky with the
Uh-oh,
disarmer.
it's in.
Locked in. And great counter by Maxine. The ankle lock now. Becky sends Maxine out to the apron as she looks to regroup.
Maxine with a shot to the abdomen of Becky Lynch. Now the champion once again on the top turnbuckle, but caught by the challenger Lynch.
Becky seems to be favoring her knee as she heads up now to the second rope. And both of these women hammering away.
Hey, appreciate the follow, Chocolate Milkshake. Appreciate the follow. What's the point of coming back? He wasn't even a big star. Not gonna lie, that CM Punk feud was the only one that gave him a little bit of relevance in the road to WrestleMania 28. I mean, he's done some other decent stuff. I mean, some Intercontinental title stuff he was really good at. I think when he did the World Heavyweight Championship in 2008, if I'm not mistaken. I think when he had that feud with Shawn Michaels, that was decent.
Right on the crown of her skull, but kudos to Dupree for digging down deep enough to survive.
He's definitely had moments, I would say, for sure.
It looks like Becky Lynch may be questioning herself now. Can she put Maxine Dupree away?
The crowd's literally chanting Becky.
Becky looking for the manhandle slam. Dupree able to counter at least momentarily. Knees now buried in the midsection by the challenger. Went for the manhandle slam again. Dupree misses with the boot. Becky Lynch now.
Ooh, suplex.
Maxine. Becky quickly to the cover. Is it enough, Corey, to win the championship and a kick out?
If nothing else, we are seeing an overabundance of guts tonight from the champion Maxine Dupree. She is taking every shot that the man dishes out and continues to come back for more.
Now Becky Lynch looking
Now she's trying to go for her
Maxine Dupree.
own ankle lock.
The champion in trouble.
He's pushing 55 years old. I mean, you're not wrong. He is 55, I think, right? He's pushing 60, yeah, definitely. But I feel like he can still, give to the business even if it's not in ring. He can still give to the business even if it's not in ring.
But Dupree can't allow herself to get frustrated now. Not at this juncture of the matchup as we take another look at Maxine utilizing the same maneuver that won her the championship to begin with. The classic crossbody block.
It's ironic, it's crazy that both Becky and Blake Monroe both want new referees for their matches. Because after being screwed out of their titles.
Maxine hung across the top rope. Lynch now trying to make her way to the top turnbuckle.
And Maxine catches her there with a right hand. Both women fighting high above the ring with the Intercontinental Championship on the line. Becky able to slip underneath.
Uh-oh.
Maxine in trouble here. Maxine trying to hang on.
Oh!
Wow, picking the ankle. Maxine picked the ankle. Into the ankle lock.
Ankle lock again?
Lynch is in trouble, nowhere to go.
That was fantastic.
And Maxine still has the ankle locked.
And she still got it in. It's still locked in.
Becky Lynch now
Wait.
has the rope. Shoulders are down. Becky
Oh!
championship.
And she wins it back. I mean, I said she was going to win it back. I did say she was going to win it back.
To correct you, Michael Cole, Becky Lynch didn't steal anything. The man reminded
Yeah, Bron Breaker's not winning now.
that Lynch has forgotten more about this game than Maxine has picked up thus far. I understand Maxine was cranking with every fiber of her being, trying to snap Becky's ankle, but incredible wherewithal, veteran instinct by Becky Lynch, and a heartbreaker tonight in Brooklyn for Maxine.
Becky Lynch.
So now we're going to get Becky and AJ for the IC title at Mania.
Just her second reign as Intercontinental Champion. And boy, Corey, is she going to be insufferable on social media.
Only if you don't like the truth.
Well, right, Clifford, you got your wish. You got your wish. Maxine Dupree is no longer Intercontinental Champion. But I do expect she probably get maybe another rematch. Probably a Saturday night main event, potentially. Yeah, we did call it, honestly. I did say they're going to do Becky and AJ. I didn't see... Honestly, I didn't expect them to have a long reign with Maxine.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight marks the biggest match in this man's career. Bron Breakker looking to win the World Heavyweight title for the first time ever versus CM Punk tonight.
But before we get there, there's another champion in the house, the Women's World Champion La Primera, Stephanie Vaquer.
Stephanie Vaquer is in a boot?
Next. I don't think the Creed brothers are going to figure out how to operate that.
I'm guessing she got injured last week at some point, or maybe it's I don't know if it's a storyline, it's a legit injury, and this maybe is gonna keep her out until maybe Rumble season, until we're Rumble.
Help me find him. Kill him.
Yeah, me either. There was no way she was going into Chain or Mania as IC champ. They weren't gonna do that. I think if they were gonna have her go into anything like as a champ, it would have probably been this show or Rumble. I honestly did think that they probably would have even stretched this out to maybe one more match at Saturday Night Main Event, but I think that's where we get the rematch, since that is the week before the Rumble. I told you, Leo. Hey, I don't know. I said she was gonna lose. So they will most likely now build towards AJ Lee versus Becky for the IC title, because I know with AJ they've been trying to protect her from one. That's what I'm saying. That's why I've been telling myself, like, you could have gotten away with them doing a one-on-one match with if it's non-title, but I feel like we already seen a tease of when I think we seen that glimpse of AJ Lee with the Women's Intercontinental Championship around her waist, and right then and there I knew that they were going to tell the story where she was probably going to win the Intercontinental Championship. And when we do have her win the Intercontinental title, I do think at that point we then build towards maybe SummerSlam where we do potentially AJ Lee and Roxanne Perez. Which is why every match we've seen her since comeback has been like tag team. Exactly. Exactly. Roxanne versus Idol. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They might do that. They're going to do it at SummerSlam. They're going to do it at SummerSlam.
Welcome back to a Stranger Things edition of Monday Night Raw as WWE Unreal gave audiences an unprecedented behind-the-scenes look at WWE Now. Season 2 is coming to Netflix featuring Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, and many more. WWE Unreal Season 2 premieres on January 20th. That's 2 weeks from tomorrow, only on Netflix. Here's a sneak peek.
Sorry to disappoint everyone, but I'm not a fan of this show. I grew up in an era where you defended the secrecy of this business. That's how we earn our living.
Yeah, I feel like give it to Roxanne. Yeah, definitely. AJ Lee is more of a part-timer than Roman. I'm not sure they would want to put it on AJ. I mean, if she does, I can see her making a little bit more frequent appearances, even though it's not like a lot.
That's where the magic happens.
Lying to my friends and family?
That guilt is always hurt. My daughter says, I told Miss Joy that you had a pretend boo-boo. I said, no, Rue, you can't do that.
Truth texted me and said I got let go.
We were all confused. This isn't real.
There was a lot that happened that led us to literally walk out.
I haven't felt fear like that in a long time.
Along the way, you're building up these storylines.
see like there's an indent? This is like my 7th broken nose. 5th broken nose, maybe?
I would take any risk to become a superstar.
Every day I work hard for this. With my crutches dropped.
I might watch Unreal, but chances of it, I mean, it's 50-50 right now. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day. Because they're definitely trying to post a lot of content right now.
It is the critically acclaimed
They're definitely trying to load up
Unreal.
January with a lot of WWE content, type of content.
Filtered look at WWE. And it's coming back 2 weeks from tomorrow. Season 2 WWE Unreal on Netflix.
Can we stop, please? Can we stop? Like, okay, I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. But my thing is, my problem with this is right here. Why are they tag team champions and you're still coming out to Jey Uso's theme song when you're a tag team? Come out to the Usos theme song. What are we doing? What are we doing, chat? What are we doing? And then you got the Usos theme, but like, what? What is this? Bro, if we're gonna do this Usos being back as a tag team, can we do it right? Can we just have those two guys come out to the Usos theme and stop coming out to Jey Uso's theme? You're just making Jimmy Uso look like a joke, like people don't care. Gosh, what are we doing? I'm not a fan of Jey Uso's theme either. I honestly prefer Jimmy Uso's theme song better. No. And these fans are literally asking him to do it. These fans are literally asking for him to run it back. They're asking for it. They're asking for it. For what reason, I do not know. For what reason, I do not know. I don't.
What's up, Brooklyn? Yo, this is the very first Raw of the new year with the new WWE Tag Team Champions, Jimmy and Jey, the Usos, baby. Come on with it. Come on with it. AJ Styles, Dragon Lee. We appreciate that fight last week, Goose. We appreciate that war last week, Goose. But that was last week. That was last year. That was last week. That was last year. Hey, but this year, this year is the year of the Usos. Yeah, 2026. This is a warning shot to every tag team in the game. Wow! Run up and get Donald Boots and find out. Come on. Hey, standing right in front of you.
I want Uso Penitentiary Usos back.
Standing right in front of you is the best tag team in the game. Anybody that wants some, anybody that want to run up, please, we'll be waiting right here. Until then, others make cash, we make history. Usos anonymous for victory. Come on. Hey, we're going to be on Monday Night Raw. You know where to find us. Until then, you know the rest. 4 letters. One word. Ooh, sauce.
Oh, Scott says, where'd you get? I got it from Sheen, actually. I got it from Sheen.
Ladies and gentlemen, she has been your women's world champion for 108 days.
108 days as champion.
Welcome, La Primera, Stephanie Vaquer.
I think we gotta get one more match, right? About a yeah, I've seen a few at Walmart actually. One of them I actually I think I got from there actually as well. I think we got to get one more match between Stephanie and Raquel, right? We have to get one more match, right? Based off what happened last week, I do think we get one more match, maybe at Saturday Night Main Events. I think that'd be the perfect time to do it.
Stephanie, what a year you had in 2025. You
Potentially.
defended this championship 3 times, including last week. But I think the question on everyone's mind here in Brooklyn is what now?
2025 was amazing. 4 titles. My debut on Raw, Evolution, Royal Rumble, the list is long. The most important, my biggest dream. I became WWE Women's World Champion. Thank you, Jack. Universo WWE, gracias. Thank you for believing in me. La semana pasada terminé el mejor año de mi vida derrotando a 2 grandes oponentes, Nikki Bella y Raquel Rodríguez. Ellas ahora saben quién es la primera. 2025 me convertí en campeona. 2026 le voy a seguir recordando a todos. El nombre de la campeona es Stephanie Vaquer. And this will not stop me. I want more. I want everyone. Voy a demostrar que soy la mejor luchadora del planeta.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for your women's world champion.
A determined Stephanie Vaquer saying that no injury will stop her from making sure the world knows she's a best.
We're getting one more match. We're getting one more match. We got to get one more match.
Ambushing Vaquer.
We're getting this a Saturday Night event, chat. I'm telling you this now.
And now attacking the injured ankle. Raquel Rodriguez attacking the injured ankle of the champion.
I understand wanting to be champion, but this is ridiculous. Rodriguez is trying to end her career.
Stephanie's helpless.
Oh my God, oh my God.
The Tejada bomb.
We're getting this a Saturday Night event, chat. I'm telling you, we're probably gonna see Raquel win. I'm telling you that right now, chat.
And now Raquel.
Not done yet.
Could they even make this potentially for Royal Rumble?
Stephanie's defenseless here. And again, the attack right on the injured ankle.
This is too far.
Oh, she about to end her.
Yourself a championship match. It's one thing to get the champ's attention.
Get in there. She's going to break her damn leg.
Get one more match at Saturday in the main event, chat.
Absolutely heinous attack by Raquel Rodriguez.
Yeah, no mercy, no remorse shown for the injured champion. Stephanie's hurt bad.
It's either Saturday night main event or Royal Rumble. Oracle fan, which one would you prefer? I'm gonna throw the question to you. Which one would you think? Because Saturday night main event is before the Rumble. It's the week before. I don't know if they're gonna, because I feel like maybe she does miss Saturday main event to sell the injury, and then we do set it for Royal Rumble. No, I'm caught up, Oracle fan. I'm just asking, you know.
Buying a car is kind of a big deal. There's like a million options, and you deserve something you love. At Car Gurus, we get it. As the #1 most visited car shopping site, we make sure your big deal is the best deal. Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm. To the world you've created.
Yeah, Raquel will most likely win now against the banged up Stephanie.
The music gets drowned out.
I agree, but my thing, I'm gonna actually question Oracle fan, and I want to get your thoughts and opinions. But if you do have Stephanie and Raquel at Saturday main event, and Raquel wins, wouldn't that give it a little bit of leverage in the sense of they actually did something big on the show? So now, kind of going into maybe there's a better chance we do something, see something big happen on these shows. I mean, at least at the very least, setting the tone potentially where things could potentially happen on the show.
Call it an early present for next year, like 11 months early, which takes you from the worst ever.
I mean, you can. I feel like here's the thing. I feel like you could still have. My thing is this: you could still have Raquel be world champion for at least a good. She's gonna be a 4-month champion, so she's not really gonna be transitional. She's had a 4-month reign, so she could still do some amazing stuff within it, from in-ring stuff, character development, maybe some promos, and then the story with Liv is gonna be something really, really interesting. So if they do turn on Liv, right, and they make her a babyface, then yeah, that's gonna really elevate her, even though in a loss, because now people are going to be cheering to see Liv get her get back and win that title. Even if it's too safe for Sesame Street Levesque, he always has to play it safe.
The only thing you have to worry about is not falling off.
I want to send a very special thank you to Slim Shady himself, Eminem,
Raquel clearly injured with a walking boot on her ankle. It was assaulted from behind by Raquel Rodriguez in just a remorseless ambush.
Yeah.
That an injury would not stop her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
For La Primera, Raquel Rodriguez might be what stops the women's world champion. An absolutely
Liv wins at Mania as a babyface to be. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because I think she's going to win the Rumble.
by this. A Tejana bomb to the women's world champion in the center of the ring. You can see the agony etched on Vaquer's face.
Oh, yeah, she. Oh! Oh, she ain't done. She going for round 2. Ah!
I will find you until you got nothing left. Get out. You're done. You're done. Let's go. Shane, get her out of my building. Let's go. Medics! Get off your ass. Let's go.
Get her to the trainer's room, for God's sake.
We're definitely getting this at Rumble now, I think, right? That might be the Rumble match. That might be one of the matches that they do at Rumble. And then maybe we'll see their Raquel potentially wins. Because that's kind of what they did with, I think they did the same thing kind of with Tiffany when she lost it. They kind of went with the ankle injury.
I want to switch gears now and talk about the brewing situation between Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio, his newfound ally in the Vision. Let's take you back.
That's what I'm saying. Because my thing to you, Youngblood, right? You could still do some amazing stuff with her in that 4-month reign. I do think that might be the Rumble match, right?
The Maverick would hit the scene. Logan Paul forcing a disqualification, but Theory and Paul laying waste to Mysterio until a friendly face in the form of Penta would come to the aid of the Lucha Libre legend Rey Mysterio. Penta and Rey working in unison to topple the members of the Vision, bound by a strong tradition of Lucha Libre and respect for Rey Mysterio.
You've come a long way. And I know, trust me, you will be champion again. Este año va a ser mío. Y le prometo a toda mi gente que de nuevo volverá a tener un campeonato. Por lo tanto, I'm gonna see AJ, pero hey, gracias siempre por estar tu tiempo conmigo, hermano. Nos vemos.
¡Hey, Reycito! ¿Cómo estamos? Primero, feliz año. Ray, that's what you call me, and I did. Because I'm so what the Vision has been doing.
Yeah, they might save that moment on a bigger stage for Rumble instead of Saturday. Yeah, because I feel like you might want to, sell the injury just for a couple of weeks, then do it. Yeah, you got a point there, Rackler fan. But would you say the same thing for Raquel though? If you're having her be this vicious, don't you think she should win the title?
I've been dealing with these two pendejos, Logan and Austin, for a few weeks now. And I knew you would have my back. And you, Penta, only you, solo tú.
I might make a video later this week predicting WrestleMania 42 again, so definitely be on the lookout for that, chat.
Everything the Vision wants to destroy.
Ray, anytime you need me, settle!
The former Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria, accompanied by Bayley tonight.
I mean, that's a good point. She's no longer feels like a...
The host of Skyscraper Live, only on Netflix.
Oh, she about to end her.
been overtaken by stranger things. You believe it, Cole? I felt like this day would never come.
Been almost 7 months.
I gotta be honest, Cole. Liv Morgan's hotter than BB Case.
Hey. You can't say that, Corey Graves. You cannot say that. You have a wife at home. You cannot say that. Take that back. You can't be saying that. You can't be saying that.
Nonetheless, Liv Morgan missing nearly 7 months of action. She was out with a shoulder injury, but she is back now. A lot of whispers running around in the back that Liv's trying to take control once again of the Judgment Day, and some people aren't happy.
Oh my God, Cole, how many times I gotta tell you, quit reading the internet. Liv Morgan simply wants to restore the Judgment Day to its past glory, where there was gold all over the clubhouse.
Hey, come on, yo, hey, chill out, man. Chill out, man. Oh, shoot.
One-on-one here tonight. So you got to wonder if Liv's going to be a bit rusty after missing so many months of action.
She didn't look rusty like on the house show.
This is Liv Morgan, a former women's world champion. Sure, she missed a little action, but look, she looks fantastic. She's in the best shape of her career.
I never said she wasn't. I like how you just put words in my mouth. And here's Lyra.
You're behind Leo, just hearing. No, I'm not. I'm live. I don't know if it's just. I don't know. Sometimes I'll be live and it'll show live, but sometimes I don't know if it's just the way Netflix can tend to be or whatever. But like, I'm live. I'm not behind. I'm literally caught up.
I talked to her earlier today. First time she's ever competed in New York City. Here at the sold-out Barclays Center in Brooklyn, over 14,000 strong, and Lyra has Liv Morgan reeling early.
Favorite thing about New York was pigeons. Northern Light suplex.
And Roxanne Perez looks on.
Oh my!
At ringside. You know, we told this story a couple of weeks back. The fact that Roxanne Perez was really nervous when Liv Morgan returned, but she is so happy with the way that Liv has accepted her into the Judgment Day.
I honestly think if they do turn Lyra heel potentially this year,
She worked her way from the bottom all the way to the top, and now Liv's one of the biggest stars in the game.
Well, here's an idea. Maybe she should go talk to Raquel Rodriguez. Calm her down. And now Lyra getting into the steel steps by Liv Morgan. And there's that mean streak. Liv in control.
look at the crowd out there. Javon is officially a part of Raw? I didn't hear anything about that. Is that like on the website or something? Honestly, feel like he would fit better on SmackDown though. Especially with the US title scene, I feel like he would definitely fit perfectly over there with that. I didn't know he was part of Raw. I honestly felt like he was still doing some stuff in NXT still. I mean, when you have a talent like that can work, I mean, let him go. Let him go. Let him do his thing. The crowd's behind him. You could definitely tell the crowd is behind him. It must have happened during commercial. Okay, that's probably why. Because I don't have it set to commercials. I mean, I usually would, but I think I've been recently doing it differently. Also, speaking of which, if I know SmackDown will be overseas, so what I'm thinking of doing so that we will be live for it, so we don't have to really worry about spoilers, I'm gonna stream it earlier in the day on Friday. Yeah, I didn't see it on the show. I seen it on the WWE Instagram account. They posted it. Okay, that makes sense. That's probably what it is then. So us in America must have missed it, but because commercials, while international people seen it. Okay.
After nearly 7 months, but Lyra Valkyria is battling back in front of a sold-out crowd at Barclays Center in Brooklyn tonight. Lyra had the awareness that Maxine Dupree lacked earlier
Okay.
tonight, realizing her shoulders were down while applying the submission. Oh, both women down center of the ring. And if you're just joining us, Becky Lynch is the brand new Women's Intercontinental Champion, also new tag champs tonight. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky knocking off the Kabuki Warriors. Still to come, the World Heavyweight title on the line. CM Punk defends against Bron Breakker of the Vision. And Morgan, who has returned to bring the glory back to the Judgment Day.
I feel like it would be better if he would be a better. That's what I'm saying. I honestly feel like Obafemi should go to SmackDown too, but I feel like they might put him on Raw. I just feel like some of the bigger matches that I think a lot of people want to see are on Raw for somebody like a Obafemi.
Lyra answers. Forearm of her own. Back elbow.
Don't you mess with me, Liv, you hear me?
We're getting fired up. Liv Morgan, Looked like she was going for Oblivion. Belly talking trash as Lyra sends Morgan flying across the ring. Lyra walking the ropes. Tornado DDT. Lyra still has not unlocked her grasp on Morgan. And Lyra now looking for... Oh, down goes Liv Morgan. Cover, hooks the leg. Look at the bridge now, and a kick out by Morgan at 2. Very well executed. Fisherman buster by Lyra.
SmackDown gonna need Oba. He will make his debut during 3 hour. It's possible they do that. It's very possible they end up doing that. I honestly feel like it's very possible for that to happen.
Lyra now with Liv up on her shoulders. Liv fighting out of this, though. Perhaps Lyra was going to go for a finish with the knife hanging out. Liv Morgan, shoulders down. Lyra almost got caught. Now she turns it into a pinning combination, and Morgan now kicks it 2. Looks to gain the upper hand on Valkyria.
WWE doesn't want Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, and Javon Evans on SmackDown. It would have been completely killed the future Trick versus. It makes some sense. You make some sense there. Oh, I forgot New Year's Evil is tomorrow night on for tomorrow, so definitely will be streaming that hopefully.
Lyra could be out. Hook of the leg for Morgan. And a kick out by Valkyria at 2. What a counter by Morgan.
Great wherewithal from Liv Morgan, able to adjust mid-maneuver. Take another look at this. Lyra ostensibly thinking about Nightwing, but instead gets 2 knees in the grill for her trouble.
Now Liv, really momentum with a couple of kicks. Missed with that one, though. Valkyria able to duck underneath, kick of her own to the midsection. Here comes Valkyria. Oh, now Morgan drew the official. Roxanne Perez took advantage. What a move by Morgan as she drew the official Eddie Orengo to her and allowed Perez to dump Valkyria out of the ring. And into a slap by Roxanne. And Roxanne says, Bill, over the barricade into the timekeeper's area.
Everything's coming up, Roxy.
Oh! She just dragging. Hey! Chill out. Chill.
Get out of here, Roxanne.
And Bailey now in pursuit. Meanwhile, the match continues.
Caught! As she wins her first match back, chat.
Welcome back to Action Live.
Despite all the shenanigans, Liv Morgan shines in her return to the ring in Monday Night Raw. Congratulations to Liv Morgan. Let's head back now to Jackie Redmond.
Cole, thank you so much. I'm backstage with CM Punk. Punk, there are some people who believe one spear tonight and we have a new champion. How are you preparing for Bron Breakker and everything that he comes with?
You know, everybody's got an opinion. And they would obviously much rather talk about me, because if they talk about themselves, nobody's going to pay attention. 1, 2, 3 spear. Okay, spear 1, 2, 3, whatever it is in Steiner math. It doesn't really matter to me. If I'm the underdog, that means you underestimate me. And that means it's GTS, you're going for a nap. I don't care who it is. It could be you. It could be you. Tonight it's Bron.
Hey, why me? Why are you trying to give me a GTS? What did I do?
Well, he's the best in this world. CM Punk, the Second City Saint, the current World Heavyweight Champion. He takes on the unpredictable badass Bron Breakker in the biggest match of his career.
What other matches are happening tonight?
World title. It's our main event. Punk Breakker live tonight.
Somebody gotta explain what match is next. Somebody gotta explain to me which one would be next. What other matches would there be? There honestly, a lot of people might have different opinions on that match. It was a solid match for her first match back. I feel like, you know, she was trying to get her reps in and stuff, which I feel like this was kind of like one of those type of matches, like almost like a warm-up type match, if you want to be honest. He already a SmackDown star. They already got him. Yep, you were happy and smiling the whole match. I mean, I'm happy to see her back. I'm happy to see her back, man. I mean, that's really with any wrestler. Like, I'm happy to see them back doing what they want to do. Did you text her after the match that you enjoyed the match? All right. Hey, Youngblood, no. I did not text her. I did not text her. I don't know if you guys seen, but if I've been hearing rumbling saying that they might do a triple threat for the women's championship at WrestleMania, potentially with Jade Cargill, Bianca, and Tiffany. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I do think Tiffany's gonna come back and get a rematch. Maybe that might be a match of Saturday main event potentially.
Right here on Netflix, but Netflix also letting its fan's dream. A one-of-a-kind experience that's free to enter and explore that features photo opportunities and ticketed
Liv Morgan is the
immersive
okay.
experiences.
Honestly, I will. No, she's definitely not. She's definitely not. Most people that I've dated briefly or whatever the case is, they already knew I was a wrestling fan. They already knew. And some of them even watch my content, so they already knew. So so they kind of knew what they were getting themselves into, to be honest.
Winning the tag team titles with Io Sky earlier tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are just moments away from our main event, Bron Breakker versus CM Punk for the world title. But first, I want to take you back to a confrontation earlier tonight between the ring general.
I mean, I don't. I'm just trying to. I'm not saying that's gonna happen. Or whatever. But like, I feel like if you're gonna have her face, if you're gonna have Bianca in a world title match, of course you're gonna want to play it safe in the sense of not really making sure that she's not injured or doesn't further potentially have an injury.
What is little AJ gonna do about it?
Well, the ring general may have pushed the phenomenal one just a little too far. Two of the best in-ring technicians of all time will collide next week. AJ Styles one-on-one with the ring general.
Special start time. Oh, it's gonna be at 1 o'clock. It's gonna be at 1 o'clock.
We want to remind all of you that Raw is in Germany next week, Dusseldorf, Germany. So we have a very special start time.
So it'll be at.
It's 8 o'clock in Germany. However, in the States, Monday Night Raw will
Rhea should have ate the pin last year. I agree. That way, that would have kept her streak alive.
remind everyone that SmackDown this coming Friday will be at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, as Cody Rhodes defends the WWE Championship against Drew McIntyre in a 3 stages of hell match.
Honestly, that's what I was thinking they were gonna do. No, honestly, I thought they were gonna have Rhea take the pin. So this is the final match tonight. So okay, so I don't know. I have to see if SmackDown's gonna start off early this week. But if it is, we'll watch it early to avoid spoilers. But that means for next week for Monday Night Raw, it'll be at 1, so we'll be able to hopefully stream that early and everything. So that's something I didn't really do last year that I do want to make a thing this year, especially when it comes to these shows that are going to be pretty much starting earlier, or if they're going to be overseas, I'm going to try to watch them. 11 a.m. Monday Night Raw. Oh, yeah, because I think you're on, what, Pacific, right? A regular fan? I might be wrong, but you're Pacific, right? Okay, I'm in the West, Los Angeles, California. Okay, yeah, so you're Pacific then. Yeah, so yikes, 11 a.m. for what does that mean for you for Royal Rumble though? Will that be the same thing? Because I think over on the East Coast, Rumble starts at 2 p.m. and it's gonna start at 1 p.m. Central Time. So I guess that's the same thing for you again, or if it's gonna be like 10 a.m. Where was Finn tonight? Honestly, I don't know. We seen pretty much Liv tonight. We seen Raquel. We seen Roxanne. We didn't see Finn. I don't know if you guys can let me know if you guys are watching with your VPN or whatever. But was he on the show? 12. Okay, so it's 12 p.m. for you. So it's noon. Honestly, that's what I thought it was gonna be when they first announced it was gonna be noon. But apparently that's not gonna be the case. So it'll be noon for you, 1 p.m. my time, and then pretty much on the East Coast it'll be 2. So that means if Rumble's gonna start at 1 my time, I'm gonna hopefully start the stream 12:30. That's my hopeful plan. Start at 12:30, 30 minutes before Royal Rumble officially starts, for us to just chill, chat, talk Royal Rumble, give our final predictions and thoughts before we eventually start the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep calling pay-per-views over PLEs. It's still kind of hard for me to just say PLEs at this point, but you know what I mean. We're definitely getting interference. I'm pretty sure we're probably gonna. Finn was walking into the building we live. That's what I'm saying. Like we seen him walk in, but we didn't see him do anything else. And it's kind of crazy. Like they didn't do anything with him after that promo we cut last week. I felt like they were gonna do something with it. I felt like they were gonna do something. Like I said, we're gonna get a lot of interference in this match. We might get Chris Jericho coming back. We're probably gonna get Rey Mysterio, Penta, Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul. We're gonna get a whole bunch of shenanigans. This is gonna be almost like a bloodline match, if you ask me. But I do think Braun Breaker is not winning this because I do think he's winning the Rumble. That's my prediction. I think he's gonna lose this match, and then he ends up winning the Royal Rumble, and then we could set up Roman potentially winning the Chamber, unless they decide to switch the two and have Roman win the Rumble and then Braun win the Chamber. Yeah, that's my thing. I feel like we'll do Braun winning the Rumble because since he's the white boy favorite from what I've been seeing with the Unreal and everything like that, and then we could do Roman winning the Chamber. Leo, who is your remaining 6 men for the Royal Rumble? For the men's, I'm gonna go Roman, Braun Breaker. I'm gonna go Roman, Braun Breaker. Maybe a Obafemi in there. LA Knight, Drew McIntyre, and maybe like a Dominic or Finn. I think that's probably like my 6 that I'm kind of thinking of right now.
Paul Heyman from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 250 pounds, representing the Vision, Bron Breaker. And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds. He is the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
And Corey, the mind games have already begun. CM Punk wearing a varsity jacket to the ring tonight.
Of course, a reference to the father of Bron Breakker.
Cause I honestly still think this match is happening at Mania.
Rick Steiner, infamously a member of the Wrestling Varsity Club, wore a very similar jacket. CM Punk's eyes tell the story. Notice since the minute Punk came out of the entrance, he has not broken his gaze on his challenge.
This is the reality of the situation for the champion, CM Punk. He is in the ring tonight with a man who is younger, a man who is bigger, a man who is faster, a man who is stronger, a man who's more powerful in Bron Breakker. So with all that said, how does Punk survive?
CM Punk is entering this matchup knowing full well he is physically outgunned. Never a situation you want to find yourself in as a defensive.
That's what I'm thinking. It's gonna be definitely overbooked.
Is experience. Punk needs to rely on that. He can be cagey, he can get crafty, and he can try to exploit Bron Breakker's inexperience.
Side headlock by Punk to start things off tonight. A nice takedown by Punk. And Breakker will turn it into a head scissor momentarily. And again, a headlock. This is the first time ever these two men have gone one-on-one. However, they have some history. Punk did beat Breakker in a gauntlet match a number of months back to earn a world championship opportunity. And let's not forget what happened inside War Games.
Maybe true. CM Punk has encountered Bron Breakker before, but not this Bron Breakker. Bron Breakker is getting so much hype because a superstar like him only comes along once in a blue moon. A superstar who has the aptitude that Breakker does. Not only the physical tools, but the mental aspect. And the fact that Breakker's been able to sit under the learning tree of Paul Heyman as long as he has could be the difference maker.
Now they dropped another tease, the Learning Tree, Paul Heyman.
Inside the War Games cage. Does that come into play at all tonight?
Honestly, in my opinion, no. I think CM Punk was embarrassed to a degree. I think Punk maybe has a little more respect for Bron Breakker than he would have had that not happened. But Punk is looking at this as a brand new, fresh matchup. CM Punk knows what he doesn't know about Bron Breakker.
And Breakker now sent into the ropes by Punk. Oh, look at that mount Breakker, and there's the power of Bron Breakker.
The dogs are out in Brooklyn tonight.
Breakker in control.
Sometimes the universe shows you a sign. Lucky you, your future's on its way. Even when you're not looking, it finds you. So go on. All you gotta do is ask.
I wish we could actually catch up.
Whoa, you have a genie?
Actually, I'm her. That's better. Now you can actually catch up over new DiGiorno wood-fired style pizza. Right from your oven. Perfectly crispy and airy crust you thought you could only get at a restaurant. And you won't have to chase down that friend who always says he'll pay you back later. It's not delivery. It's new DiGiorno wood-fired style pizza.
probably going to be more like 40.
Okay, no, way too long. Let's see how much you're spending. Download an app called Rocket Money.
Oh, wow. I've got 3
Ouch.
I totally forgot to cancel those.
You know you can cancel those right in the app? Rocket Money has a clear dashboard that shows you all your income and expenses, helping you stay in control of your goals.
It also shows you a list of all your subscriptions and how much you're paying all in one place. Is this the best budgeting app?
Yes, and it's called Rocket Money.
February 28th.
Right now at Papa John's, create your own pizza for only $9.99 on original thin or New York style crust. All $9.99. Usually a pizza with no artificial.
I'm gonna tell you that this though, chat. Based on what we did see with the whole Raquel thing, the reason why I feel like it's more apparent that Liv might be winning the Rumble compared to Chamber, for the simple fact, I think you're gonna want to, have that tension, going into Mania, and I think the best way to do it is if you do give the title to Raquel, Liv wins the Rumble. If they were to do this for the way I think they could do it, potentially, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but what if Raquel wins the world title at the Royal Rumble, and then Liv wins the same night, wins the Royal Rumble, and then you can potentially set that match up. Maybe you tease it for a couple of weeks and end up doing what they did with the Bailey. Maybe Liv Morgan gets kicked out, and then maybe at Chamber she makes her decision. I don't think they need to do how they did with Jey Uso last year. The problem with the Jey Uso win is the fact that they automatically, instantly made the decision of what he was going to do. I would have much rather a much more build up and some teases potentially for that happening before he made his decision.
Already with a win over Punk tonight, looking for the cover here. And Breaker kicked out by Punk. Those are incredible compliments to be compared to two of the all-time greats, Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar. But I agree with you. The aptitude Bron Breakker has shown for this business is second to none. He was quite literally born and bred to be in this position. And he relishes it. He loves being a part of this. I mean, he stood toe-to-toe in the ring for a couple of weeks, face-to-face with CM Punk. Didn't show any fear, didn't back down. And now again, Breakker just overpowering the champion here.
I'm not gonna lie, Liv is way too overpushed. She needs to be put on ice. Give it to Roxanne. I feel like Oracular fan. The thing is, with Roxanne, she's gonna have her story with potentially AJ Lee pretty much post WrestleMania, because I do feel like they're gonna give AJ Lee the Intercontinental Championship, and then we'll do her and AJ Lee and Roxanne potentially going into like SummerSlam maybe. Because with it being 2 nights, you're gonna want to make that a big deal. You gotta stack that show up and make it really, really important. If it's gonna be like this part 2 of WrestleMania. Maybe you give her Money in the Bank, potentially. I don't know. That'd be an interesting dynamic. Or maybe she wins Queen of the Ring.
But nobody's tried to take Bron Breakker with them. How will he swim? Well, that's the other thing about Breakker too, Corey, is stamina.
Liv winning the Royal Rumble. I agree. I definitely agree. It's crazy if you believe it or not. I've been calling Liv to win the Rumble since 2022, if I'm not mistaken. I've been thinking she was gonna win. I've been calling her to win since 2022. It's 2022. I've been calling her to win.
Isn't enough to win the championship. Punk's got to kick out at 2. Look, I'm sure Paul Heyman drilled it into Bron Breakker's head. If you get the chance, execute a cover. You can hear Heyman shouting motivation from the outside. This is everything you've worked for. This night is for you. Again, Breakker's got to be careful here, though. I agree. You can't become overconfident with somebody
WWE, why would WWE give AJ Lee the Intercontinental Championship when she only does it for 4 PLEs, Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series? I mean, potentially, but maybe they might have her be used a little bit more frequently, maybe after Mania, because you have a lot of different things. You have Backlash, which is probably going to be a big deal. You got Money in the Bank. That's going to be a big deal as well. King and Queen of the Ring, she might defend there too. So there's different ways, and plus she might even have some defenses on Raw. So it could work. It honestly could work. I mean, as far as the PLEs, maybe she will be doing that.
I agree if you're Paul Heyman. If you're Bron Breakker, you're not allowed to be pleased until you've got gold.
Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. Scooping Breakker up. Trying for a GTS again. Breakker almost made a critical error, but now Breakker with Punk on his shoulder. Oh, my goodness.
Gutbuster by the challenger.
For the win and for the title. Punk just gets the shoulder up.
And you can see CM Punk immediately gasping for air. Let's take another look. Launched into the sky by the challenger. Both of Bron Breakker's knees into the abdomen of the champion. And CM Punk just barely escaped.
And again, Corey, Breakker has been a step ahead of Punk at every point tonight. Oh, my goodness. And Breakker's got that look in his eyes, and we may want to get out of the way here. We've seen Breakker.
Are they doing the Eddie's story for Dom where he stopped showing Liv attention and leave her? It's possible.
Punk felt it coming, and Punk capitalized. Can the world champ fight his way back into this?
Let's get ready to DoorDash! Oh, the pie has been delivered straight to the face! Hope he likes it sunny side up. Add flour and we get a cake.
We're probably gonna get another commercial because I think Raw usually ends at like 9:30. So we got like 20 minutes left, so they're probably gonna give us another commercial.
Now at Papa John's, create your own pizza for only $9.99 on original thin or New York style crust. All $9.99. Usually a pizza with no artificial flavors, colors, or additives costs more, but Papa John's knows you deserve better. Order now.
Subway's new sub club. Now members get every 4th footlong free.
4 footlongs free. Fix my fibula later.
Another Jason movie already. yeah, they're giving us another one.
4th footlongs free. Now stop focusing on that flock of fire-crested flower peckers, Frank.
4 foot long spray. Fudge the fabric sale, Francine.
Folks are freaking out over 4 foot long free.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
If Punk retains, it's because Theory maybe cost Braun, or maybe Punk just escapes.
Champion CM Punk, who right now is being physically dominated by the challenger Bron Breakker.
I mean, hey, that's what we do over here, Youngblood. We spitball ideas, you know?
Yeah, if there's anybody that has the heart and guts to dig back into this, it's the veteran Punk. It's the 7-time world champion. Breakker, though. Went for the break and
Oh, he definitely didn't connect with that.
And Breakker just got a bit overzealous. Didn't have the legs locked
I don't know if that was just a botch or part of the way the match was constructed.
Mistake we talked about earlier that Breakker may make and Punk could capitalize on.
That's what Punk was waiting for.
And Punk delivers the elbow. Is it enough to retain the championship? And Breakker gets the shoulder up. But again, that one mistake, Punk trying to capitalize.
All it takes when you're dealing with CM.
But I do think if we are seeing like Austin Theory be part of anybody's vision, if it's not with this one, I feel like maybe he's still like the secret spy for Seth Rollins when he does come back and he ends up aligning with Seth. That's what I'm thinking they're gonna do. Breakker is gonna hurt his neck real bad one day. He might. I don't want to put that on the universe, Oracle fan. I don't want to put that on the universe because Bron Breakker has a lot of potential to be something really truly special.
Changing his strategy in the middle of the match. He avoided disaster once, narrowly. Didn't get the job finished, and it allowed Breakker to get back into the fight.
Yeah, Punk went right back to the same thing a second time, and Breakker was able to capitalize.
That's an old adage in this game. You don't keep trying the same thing. It's insanity. It's never going to work. And Punk got caught.
And now Breakker has the champ where he wants it. Is this Bron Breakker's night? Is this Breakker's moment? Look at the power of Breakker, a military press to Punk.
DDT.
And again, a little bit too flamboyant by the challenger.
If Breakker continues doing these kinds of moves, then that's bound to happen. I mean, yeah, but I would just hope that if he's going to continue to do his moves, that he's safe when he does them. Because it would suck to see somebody get hurt or get injured when they're literally not even in their prime yet, and they're on the cusp of doing something really, really interesting.
Capacity crowd sold out tonight at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for the first Monday Night Raw of the new year, celebrating our one-year anniversary on Netflix with our main event, Punk and Breakker for the world title. I mean, if you're Heyman, what do you tell Breakker at this point?
I don't have an answer. If I did, I would be an oracle.
And now Breakker.
But whatever advice Heyman has provided to this juncture has served Bron Breakker extremely well.
Punk now getting into a fist fight with Breakker.
Which I said at the outset is something that I would imagine Punk wants to avoid. But now, CM Punk unloading some heavy artillery on the challenger.
It's paying dividends now for Punk, who catches it with a heel kick to the jaw. Punk ducks underneath. There's the swinging neck breaker by Punk, and you start to feel the momentum shifting a little bit now.
You can see Punk finding his groove. This is where the best in the world becomes comfortable.
Oof. At the end of the day, it's up to him, but these high-flying moves ain't for him. He might one day. Yeah, that's true, especially if you feel like that might not be like their type of style of wrestling. Didn't I tell you it was going to be some shenanigans? Oh, ref bump. Oh, he kicked out. What's good, Alex? Appreciate you stopping through. I hope all is well, man. After hearing what I've heard earlier from you, I hope all is well. My thoughts and prayers are continuously are going to be with you. No problem. No problem, Alex. No matter what, I'm here for you, man.
This has effectively neutralized the numbers advantage for the Vision. Bron Breakker and CM Punk, the only two men in the ring. And Breaker's the only one on his feet. And Bron Breakker stalking the champion. It could be spear time. Breakker can taste it. Here it comes.
Oh. GTS. Oh, kick out. And Paul Heyman just look into the sky saying thank you. I honestly thought for a split second that would probably be the end of the match. For a split second, I thought that could have been the end of the match right there. Not gonna lie to you.
Is afraid. CM Punk can feel the World Heavyweight Championship slipping through his fingers right now. Oh, he's going to have to hit another go-to-sleep to get it done. Breakker stunned after the pile driver.
Going for a second GTS. Oh. Armbar. One, two.
There's an unimaginable amount of torque and pressure on the shoulder and elbow of CM Punk right now. If Breakker lifts his hips off the mat, he may snap CM Punk's arm in half. Punk trying to survive, somehow has to roll through.
Oh, going for Anaconda Vice.
Back to his feet, hoisting Punk up. On Breakker with a gut buster again.
Oof. Ooh, kicked out. Again. Dude, I'm kind of under the edge of my seat because it's like, who's gonna actually win this? Because I feel like for whatever reason, WWE's can go a plethora of different ways and have either one of these guys win. That's my only thing with this chat.
Lifting Punk up on his shoulders. Went for the GTS. Punk
Oh,
able to pin the ankle. Drags Breaker back to the middle of the ring. And now Punk's got it locked in.
is it locked in officially?
The STF is in on Breaker.
STF.
Is Breaker gonna tap? Can he somehow hang on? Breaker trying to drag himself and Punk's body toward the rope to force a break. Breaker dragging himself.
And it is terrifying that after all the punishment Bron Breakker has endured, he still has the physical power.
The plan is Punk versus Breaker at Mania. Bron Breakker will win the gold at Mania 42. Honestly, feel like that's what they should do.
Punk's got to forget about the Oracle. Turn his attention back to Breaker. Uh-oh, he's finally going to get his hands on Paul. The temptation was too much for Punk. Down goes Heyman for the spear, and Breaker running out of the ring. Punk avoided the spear.
Uh-oh, Punk avoided the spear, though.
And Punk now with a suicide dive, and Breaker blasted him with a right.
And I don't know what impact was worse, Cole. The right hand of Bron Breakker or CM Punk landing face first on the mat on the outside of the ring.
Well, Breaker knocked Punk for a loop when he came through the second rope and hit him with that forearm. And Punk, I don't think he has any idea where he is. The World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. CM Punk versus Bron Breakker. Corey, Punk has no idea where he is. He has no idea where Bron Breakker
Oh, no, he's not going to do it, I think. Is he really about to put him through the table?
on his feet, and he doesn't understand that Bron Breakker is climbing to the top rope. Punk, get out of the way!
I think Liv had some Stranger Things type of gear.
You gotta be kidding me! Bron Breakker may have broken Punk in half.
There's no mayhem about it. Punk is done. Punk is out. If Bron can get him back in the
Punk might be done. We might actually see a new champion at this rate.
Realizing that Breakker is moments away from being crowned world champion. Off the top of the ring with a flying clothesline through Punk, through the table. Straps her down. It's spear time.
Oh! Caught him!
He intercepted. Punk intercepted Breakker.
I think Bron might be out already.
GTS!
Go to sleep. Cover.
1, 2. And CM Punk is still the world heavyweight champion. Now, honestly, I feel like with that being said, Bron Breakker might actually win the Royal Rumble with that being said. I honestly feel like that might be the plan that they're going to go with, chat. But this was a decent match. This was a decent match for a main event. Not going to lie to you.
Breakker. When we talked about it earlier, Corey, Punk needed one opening, and he capitalized.
Liv says to you, watch me. LOL, I'm dead.
Is a survivor. What a battle. What an effort by the challenger, Bron Breakker. But CM Punk reminding Bron, the young gun, that if you come at the king, you best not miss.
Punk promised when he won the
He gonna drop the title, too.
that it was going to be a long, long time before he let it go.
And CM Punk
Your guy's still world champion. I think he's gonna hold that belt until Mania.
from the top turnbuckle through our announce table.
I honestly feel like he's holding that belt till Mania.
The end of CM Punk. But as Bron looked for that final spear, Punk had just enough wherewithal left to turn Bron Breakker's lights out with a pair of knee strikes. And somehow, against all odds, CM Punk retains.
CM Punk is still the best in the world. He's still the world heavyweight champion.
So no Chris Jericho tonight, folks. Unfortunately, um, I guess they're gonna save that for Royal Rumble. I think I did hear something earlier today about that. Apparently he's might not be out of his AEW contract just yet, but I can see that might be a possibility, or maybe they just want to save it for the Royal Rumble itself, and then that's where we get the return of Chris Jericho. But I don't know. But overall, tonight, I actually thought tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw was pretty solid, if you ask me. We pretty much got new tag team champions with Rhea and Io becoming the new tag team champions. I do think, however, with the Kabuki Warriors, I feel like we could have built them up a little bit more in the sense of being more dominant and having a more of a dominant presence as tag team champions, rather than them pretty much losing time and time again and pretty much being on the short end of the stick and pretty much looking like jokes in the process. And that's not what you want to do, especially with them as your tag team champions. When you have a division that's flourishing like this, you want everybody to be involved to look pretty much dominant. You want to have them have some type of shine. Apparently Jericho might be under contract. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's probably why he didn't show up tonight. What was the point of teasing Y2J, Adam Pearce? I mean, they always do this. They did this with Cody numerous times before he made his appearance at WrestleMania. So this is in their wheelhouse. This is in their playing field, if you ask me. This is something we do time and time again. WWE does this when they are on the cusp of potentially signing somebody to the company that used to be part of the company, or maybe somebody that is new to the company. They are going to drop hints and teases for a while before we actually do see it paid off. So I feel like I understand where people are coming from, that they wanted to see the instant gratification, but I do think we are going to see Chris Jericho, but I just think it's going to take up a couple more weeks, and then maybe we do this at Royal Rumble, and then from there we can potentially set up his potential WrestleMania feud for WrestleMania on top of that. I think that's what we're going with. He's probably going to be at Rumble. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's going to be the end goal, if you ask me. I think that's definitely going to be the end goal for sure. But I honestly feel like we've gotten some things here. We got a new Women's Intercontinental Champion in Becky Lynch, which I kind of figured was going to happen for the simple fact I just did not see Maxine Dupree, despite everything that she's been doing. I didn't see her potentially going into a WrestleMania or Elimination Chamber as an Intercontinental Champion. I just did not see it. I feel like the best thing that they're doing right now is going to potentially have Becky Lynch win that title back to set up her match with AJ Lee at WrestleMania, and then maybe on top of that we might get maybe a Maxine getting a rematch potentially at a Saturday Night Main Event potentially, or even on a Monday Night Raw. And then with everything that's happening with Raquel, I think this is definitely setting her up potentially become world champion, because I think she's going to either win it at Saturday Night Main Event or she's going to win it at the Royal Rumble itself, because I just feel the reason why they're continuing this, they're going to have Raquel win that world championship, and she's going to hold that title for at least a good 4 months, and then she'll probably drop it to Liv at WrestleMania, because I think we're slowly but surely telling the story of Liv Morgan breaking away from the Judgment Day, becoming a babyface. And on top of that, if you want to be honest, go back to, I want to say 2024 with the Damage Control storyline. Not saying that both things are going to be the same, but look what Bayley happened, right? She was in Damage Control, she won the Rumble, and then pretty much ended up getting kicked out of Damage Control, and she ended up picking Io at WrestleMania for the WWE Women's Championship. I think we're in the same situation here, where maybe Liv Morgan does win the Royal Rumble, and then she ends up getting kicked out of Judgment Day, and then maybe she returns maybe at an Elimination Chamber potentially, and then there she sets her sights on Raquel, potentially going after Raquel at Mania for the Women's World Championship, and there she can make her decision. I want to see whoever wins the Rumbles this year, don't automatically just have them announce who they're going to face at WrestleMania. Give us some teases to where it looks like maybe for a split second we can go in a different direction. If we have Bron Breakker, maybe tease going up against Cody Rhodes, maybe him going down to NXT potentially. Not saying that he's going to choose NXT, because let's be honest, he's not, but at least giving the fans the benefit of the doubt that maybe the WWE could go in a different direction than what we may see happening. With Liv Morgan, have her go over there and potentially tease going after Jade Cargill. Maybe she goes down to NXT, potentially teasing going after that title. Why not? Have some teases before we actually get to the end goal of them choosing who they are going to face at WrestleMania. This was my problem with Jey Uso last year, when pretty much Jey Uso automatically won the Rumble and automatically chose Gunther. I would have much rather them have a different story arc before he made his decision. Have some teases before he picked Gunther competing for that World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. That's just probably what I think would be a better story and honestly create an interesting narrative in my personal opinion as well. So that's hopefully something I could see them doing, and I hope they do end up doing, if you want me to be honest. Hey, Gerald Dawson, I appreciate the sub. Appreciate the sub. Maxine is going to finally be back where she belongs in catering. I don't know about that. I think with the recent success that she's gotten, the crowd being behind her, maybe you put her over on SmackDown. Maybe she can go after the U.S. title, because I feel like, honestly, over on SmackDown, they kind of need all the help that they can get. Get a lot of people invested over there and get a lot of people involved over there as well. So why not? They need to do something with the U.S. Championship, because it's crazy to think we're in a year of the title being there, and it's not even made it to a PLE yet. So it's like, you got to do something. Give us a story. Put Julia in there. Put, Tiffany in there, if you want me to be honest. Put her in there. If you brought Roxanne Perez over, put her over there. Not Roxanne Perez. Why did I say that? Maxine. Put her over there. Who else? Jordan Grace, potentially. Why not? Chelsea Green. She could still be in the division. I think you can at least have some interesting characters to go after the U.S. Championship and create a potential story, in my personal opinion. So why not take that risk and try to give us something, give us some type of story, give us some type of build for this U.S. Championship if you really want the fans to take this title serious. Good stream like usually. Appreciate everybody stopping through tonight. I really do. She's not champion caliber. I mean, look what we've been doing with NXT. I will say this, even though some people may not be fit or looked at as world champion type caliber competitors, but at the very least, you can sit back and say, hey, WWE tried to do something different, tried to build up a new character, tried to make a new star. That is something WWE needs to do more of. Try to get more stars over. Try. Even if it doesn't work out, you can at least sit back and say, hey, I tried to build up this character. I tried to build up this new star. Tried to give them this moment and see how they can flourish and see if they can sink or swim in certain situations. That is what they should do. Send her to NXT. I mean, if they were to do NXT, I think she can flourish down there. I can think. I like the title changes tonight. Honestly, I agree. I love the title changes tonight. I honestly told myself we were going to see the potential of the tag team title changing hands. The women's intercontinental, the World Heavyweight Championship, I didn't think was going to change hands. I honestly felt they were going to save that because I felt like they were going to set Bron Breakker up to win the Rumble to go on to compete for another opportunity at CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. I think that's what the story that they're trying to tell here. Why is Jada Parker in NXT but Maxine gets to skip NXT? Was she ever in NXT that I know of? I don't think she was ever in NXT. I could have sworn I've seen her in NXT a couple times though. I could have sworn I've seen her in NXT a couple times. I mean, if you want to bring a main roster star down, why not? I think she can do some amazing work down there. I think she can have some fresh matchups and do some interesting work. We need to be thankful they did this with Maxine because it doesn't seem like they will give Drew the title this Friday, even for a few weeks. Honestly, I want to see Drew get the opportunity to win the World Championship because this is like, it feels long overdue, man. And it's like, how many times are we going to be in a situation where it looks like they're going to give us this moment only for them to pull the rug back and not really go with it? This is an opportune time for them to try and do something with Drew. I'm not saying Drew's going to go into WrestleMania, but at the very least, give him his gratification. He's worked his butt off. He's actually one of the top heels in the company and has been for the last, year or two. So why not actually do something with this man? Give him the opportunity. Let him hold that world championship at least maybe until maybe Rumble or Chamber, and maybe there Cody can take it back. Why not? at the very least, give Drew something, because it's like I don't really know what his path would be if he does not win on SmackDown. I really don't know what his path would be for WrestleMania, unless you're gonna potentially set up him and Oba, because they kind of hinted towards that at Saturday Night Main Event. Not gonna lie, SmackDown, in my opinion, was better than Raw. I agree. SmackDown was pretty much better than Raw. Raw was, I will say, Raw was not awful or anything like that. It was a pretty solid show. But I think as far as the hype around it and the excitement and the talking points that people are having since then, I think at the very least, SmackDown had a little bit more going for it, right? Because we've seen, somebody like a Matt Cardona show up, right? We're seeing potential teases for Jordan Grace being on SmackDown. We had a title change. We're getting stuff. I would have thought we did get a little bit, but I feel like for overall excitement, I think overall people are more excited for SmackDown than it is for Raw. Nikita, Jada, who else am I missing that are stuck in NXT while she gets to skip NXT and NXT stars are better than her? Maxine should be washing. LOL, I'm dead. You feel like SmackDown can keep 3 hours exciting moving forward? I feel like it's possible, but they have to continue to expound on giving us good progression and storytelling week after week after week. They can't have do it anymore. They can't do it. They can't do that. If you're gonna have 3 hours of SmackDown, you need to be filling those hours up and making it meaningful from start to finish. Whether if it's in your mid card, your tag team, your main event scene, bringing up new people, trying to create new stories and get over new stars. That is ultimately what's going to help SmackDown. That's what ultimately is going to help bring more people to watch. If we're getting what we were doing last year, it's not going to happen. But if we can continue getting, interesting storytelling and some interesting narratives and plot devices happening on SmackDown, and then they can actually give Drew the title, that is going to get people talking. You want people to talk about SmackDown. You want people to talk about NXT. You want people to talk about Raw. You need to give the fans a reason to tune in for the following weeks. Like, oh, if they give Drew McIntyre the title, oh, that was a huge moment. Let me tune in next week to see what Drew McIntyre is going to do now that he is champion. That is what you want. You want people to tune in. Give people a reason to tune in. This is another thing I've said about Saturday Night Main Event. The Saturday Night Main Event is not really a show people take serious, but you can make it be taken serious if you're giving the fans a reason to tune in. Give us interesting matchups that we may have not seen before. Give us title changes on the show. Give us moments that will literally fans will look back on and remember. That they will be going back and watching years from now. That is what you want. But if you're going to continue giving us shows like Saturday Night Main Event like they've been doing, I don't think people are going to be tuning in like that. Me, on the other hand, I will tune in for the content and everything like that, and I want to see what's going to be happening on these shows and what matches are they going to garner up and what storylines can be progressed and everything. But going into it, I might not be as hyped because knowing what they usually do on Saturday Night Main Event. They don't really do anything of substance or anything of noteworthy. They don't. Alex says we want Broken Dreams. I hope we get Broken Dreams on Friday Night SmackDown this week. I need that theme song back. I was literally listening to it earlier today, if you want me to be honest with you. So I would love to see Broken Dreams come back. I would love to see a lot of these stars giving them their theme songs back. I mean, in-ring and promos and all that plays a part in a character, right? But your theme song also does something as well. Your theme song is a part of your presentation. If you don't have a good theme song, you can be good in the ring, but it what do you expect? Look at the Rumbles the past years. It's not that the fact that a lot of you people don't know who these men and women are. It's because they have terrible theme songs. So the point, they don't know who these men and women are until they're actually on stage and they like, okay, now we know who these people are. But you want people to know who these people are as soon as you hear their theme song. You go back to the early 2000s, the 2010s, The Miz, Cena, Batista, Triple H, Evan Bourne, Kofi Kingston, Alex Riley. They were given theme songs. Drew McIntyre, Christian, Sheamus, Undertaker, Kane, Dolph Ziggler. When you think of these theme songs, you automatically, instantly know, I know who that is. I know who this woman is. I know who that man is. What do you say to people who say CM Punk is washed? I don't honestly think CM Punk is washed. I don't know where that narrative even comes from that CM Punk is washed. I don't know where people come up with that narrative, but he's not washed. I don't know where people get that from. That match that we just seen was a really good match. Now, if he was having stinkers on Monday Night Raw and on PLEs, okay, we might have a situation on our hands. We might be able to agree with that. But if he's having, decent matches, I don't know where that comes from. I don't think Drew winning. Sadly, they're already planting seeds with Randy. Yeah, I feel like they're already planting seeds potentially with potentially Randy and Cody, or even maybe Cody and Sammy. So they're definitely planting seeds for that as well. But at the very least, I would love to see them doing something bold, something fresh, something we would not expect, something that really would get people talking about SmackDown and really be wanting to tune in for future episodes of SmackDown as we are on the road to WrestleMania. My goat is not watched. I don't know what are these narratives. People, I don't know. I really don't know. A lot of people are not really familiar, or they have just lost the plot or just out of touch. That's my thing. That's what I think. But people are entitled to their opinion at the end of the day. I'm not going to really say too much. Jacob Fatu might return and cost Drew. Honestly think that's a possibility. But people saying maybe Jacob Fatu cost somebody, maybe cost Cody. I've been hearing people talk about maybe we go with the WrestlePalooza approach, which was pretty much Randy to come out there to pretty much, I think, attack Drew, but maybe he accidentally hits Cody by mistake, and then Drew ends up picking up the pieces and able to win. But I do think that at the very least, Youngblood, I think the two people that you have to look out for when it comes to this match on Friday is Jacob Fatu and Oba Femi, because both of these guys have something to do with what the outcome could be in this match. Exactly right, Glenn. I don't know where people are coming from what he's watched. He literally went against 4 guys by himself, and he still won. He still won the match. He's still your World Heavyweight Champion. So I don't know where this narrative is coming from that CM Punk is washed. No, he's not washed at all. But what I was saying, Youngblood, I think Drew, or when it comes down to the Drew and Cody match, either Oba's going to get involved, maybe setting up an Oba and Drew feud for WrestleMania, which I can see them doing. Or maybe you end up having Jacob Fatu. We end up finding out that Jacob Fatu was taken out by Cody Rhodes. And that maybe leans into Cody Rhodes potentially going heel. I mean, you got to do something. You got to do something noteworthy to get people talking. If Jacob goes after Cody, that means Cody was the attacker. Yes. We're doing the attacker storyline pretty much like they did with Naomi and Jade and Bianca last year. We're just doing it with the men's side of things. But would they really turn Cody heel? I mean, my thing with this is, it's kind of one of those situations where if you don't turn him heel, I feel like you run the risk of fans slowly but surely turning on Cody, and that's not something you want to do, especially if you're trying to make him the face of the company. Look at Roman. He's still a top. He's the face of the company, and he was a heel. So it's definitely doable for them to have Cody become a heel. It's really only comes down to if they have the perfect story in place and the moment makes sense. That's really what it comes down to. If they can make it make sense, then I'm fine. I'm bought in. But if they just give us just some random excuse and then call it heel, I don't want to see that. Give us a reason. Give us a reason to continue watching more episodes in the coming weeks. When will Seth return? My other goat needs to return too. I think Seth is either going to return at Mania or he's going to return the night after Mania, because you got to understand they're going to want to stack that show and make it really, really important, whether if it's from face turns, heel turns, returns, debuts. They're going to want to make that show feel important. That's what I think. Imagine if Drew Claymore kicks Cody and Cody falls outside of the ring during the steel cage match and ends up losing. Well, I think the way you end up winning is if either escape the cage or pinfall or submission. So if that's the case, I'm not too sure about that. I mean, yeah, they could probably make that happen. Are you talking about like how they did with Brock and Roman from Greatest Royal Rumble, I think 2018, where both guys pretty much went out and I think they end up having Brock win? I don't like that one because it's like going back and watching that, it just seemed clear as day Roman had his feet placed on the outside first, and his feet landed first. I don't know if it was just a timing thing where Brock was supposed to win it by a landslide, but I don't know. I really don't know. But like I said, Raw tonight was very, very solid. I am looking forward to seeing what they could do in recent weeks and what they can continue to do. But honestly, like I said, it was solid. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they could potentially do in the coming weeks as we do head into Royal Rumble. Leo, you should do a 24-hour stream. I don't even know if I would have the energy to do a 24-hour stream, in all honesty. I was thinking about doing it last year, but a lot of things just end up coming into play to where I couldn't. Because my original plan was to do that for Elimination Chamber last year. Because if you remember, Elimination Chamber was in Perth last year. I was considering doing that. I really was. I was really strongly considering it, but just some things came up at the last minute to where I couldn't. But that is the end of the stream, you guys. Make sure you leave a like on the stream. I do have more content coming out this week for you guys and everything like that. I will probably be putting out a video talking about WrestleMania 42 and predicting the matches again, as since we're close to Royal Rumble. So definitely keep on the lookout for that. I've been so far on my journey of pretty much doing daily uploads, and so far I've been accomplishing that, and hopefully I can continue doing that. So hopefully I can continue doing that. But I do have more content, like I said. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms there. If you follow me on all my social medias, you could probably see links to other stuff is there as well. Follow me on Twitch. We're trying to get to 100 by Royal Rumble. We're trying to get to 1,000 followers on Instagram by WrestleMania, 10,000 followers on TikTok by WrestleMania. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. Ultimately, that's 10,000 by the end of 2026. Also follow. Hey, I just pretty much, if you guys do follow me on Instagram, go over there, go to my recent story, and you guys will see that I do have a Reddit. So pretty much, you guys can leave your memes, your questions as far as things that are happening in pro wrestling, and I will be reacting to those as well. So definitely be on the lookout for that. So definitely, if you have not followed me over on Reddit, go over there and follow me as well. Royal Rumble 2014 rewatch and the disaster. The show was the Brock versus Big Show match. Speaking of which, I do plan to watch Royal Rumble 2016, at least the Rumble match. That is what did recently end up winning on the poll that we did. So we'll hopefully try to stream that this week. I'm also considering streaming the podcast between Liv Morgan and Stephanie. So if you guys want me to do that, definitely leave a like on this video and comment down below. Uh, the Reddit is under the title. It's under the title, you guys. So if you guys want to go follow me on Reddit, definitely go over there and everything like that. Vince loved his Brock versus Big Man matches. I feel like he always did. He did. And I feel like if he was still in charge, we would still be getting those, honestly. We'd probably be on the 10,000th Brock and Roman match at this point. And I don't think people really want to see that anymore. I think we're past that. Let's do something else. Let's do something different. The Rumble, Triple H put himself over, and yeah, facts. That I honestly did not like that Rumble because I was really thinking Dean Ambrose was gonna win. I really thought Dean Ambrose was gonna win, especially when it came down to him and Triple H. I knew if I was being logical, people would have pretty much said, okay, Triple H is winning, but I thought they could have done something really bold that people wouldn't expect and had Dean Ambrose win the World Championship and then walked out the World Champion and Intercontinental Champion. If you ever had Liv on your stream, you would be drooling, LOL. I more likely probably would, but I would probably be just very shocked and in disbelief that that's happening, for sure. But that is the end of the stream, you guys. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your night. Like I said, more content will be on the way throughout this week. I will try to stream NXT New Year's Evil tomorrow night, so definitely be on the lookout for that as well. Yeah, but too sweet, hearty handshake, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your night, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.